So let's get started. I would like to welcome you all here in this course, which is surveying. My name is Ahmed Sadoun, and this is my email, and this is my office location, and this is my phone. My office hour is going to be fixed from 10 a.m. to 10:50 on Monday, on Sunday, on Monday, on Tuesday, and on Thursday. If this standard office hours is not convenient to you, you can send an email, okay, before 2 days or 3 days, so that we can arrange an appointment to discuss your questions and your issues. Okay, so this is my standard office hour. I'm going to be available during this time. In case this time is not convenient for you, we can arrange appointment. Please send me an email so that we can find a time which is suitable for both of us. So the credit hours for this course is 2 credit hours. Like I just mentioned, we have 1 hour for the lecture and 1 credit hour for the lab with a duration of 3 hours. In order to be eligible to register for this course, you should pass Math 102. Okay, make sure, even though the system is not going to allow you to register this course unless you pass Math 102. Okay. We don't have any core prerequisites. We are in this course, we are going to use the calculator a lot. So make sure that you have a convenient calculator. So what is this course about? In this course, we are going to have introduction about the surveying. Okay, through that introduction, we are going to know the importance of this course. Also, we are going to measure the measuring units. Mainly in surveying, we are going to measure mainly. We are going to measure distances. We are going to measure angles. We are going to measure positions. So before that, we are going to go through a review about the units. Then we are going to talk about the direct distance measurement with the tabs and also using electronic devices. Also, we are going to learn about levels and leveling. Through this process, we'll be able to know the difference in heights. And also an application for the leveling and the levels. We are going to study the longitudinal profiles and the cross sections. This is very important in order to construct the road. Also, we are going to learn how to make the contouring maps. After that, we'll be able to determine the area and the volume for a certain site. Then we are going to use the theodolite. Theodolite is the surveying device through which we are going to measure the vertical and the horizontal angles. And also we are going to learn the angular measurements. Also, we are going to learn about how to measure the distances using the optical devices. Then we are going to have application on the theodolite, which is the rectangular coordinates. Also, we are going to learn about the traverse survey and the computational. Also, we are going to learn about the mapping, how to produce a map, or also how to read a map. And finally, in the last week, we are going to have introduction to the GPS and the GIS. So as a student, after I finish the course, I have a certain learning outcomes. So after I finish this course, I will be able to understand the following. You should be able to use the different methods of distance measurements, and also you should be able to understand the differential leveling and its application. Also, you should be able to understand the angle measurements, the traverse surveys, and the theodolites and its applications. Also, you should be able to calculate the area and the volume computations. Also, you should be able to describe and explain the concepts of surveying and mapping. Finally, you should be able to communicate effectively using written and graphical skills to prepare technical reports and analyze and interpreted data obtained from laboratory experiments. So like I mentioned before, in this course, we are going to have a lab. So after we finish the lab, you are required to submit a report. Okay. So this report, you are going to analyze the data. Okay. You are going to interpret the data, and through the lab report, you will be able to achieve this goal, the final goal here. Regarding the textbook for this course, we are going to use Barry Kavanagh and Tom Matson. It's a very good book. Okay, it's called Surveying Principles and Application, the 9th edition by Pearson. Okay, if you are wanna expand your horizon, if you wanna get more details, you can also go through these books here. Okay, we have supplementary reading. You can try to read this book if you want to have more details. Regarding the electronic materials, you are going to have videos from YouTube. I'm trying to do my best so that I can upload the lectures here on my YouTube channel. Also, we have the stream channel that associated with the Microsoft team. So you can watch the lecture either here or there. And we have very important part, which is the assessment and grading. Okay, regarding the assessment and the grading, we are going to have homework assignments that's going to represent 10%, and we are going to have 5 homework assignments per semester. Also, are going to have quizzes, is going to represent 10%. Also, are going to have about 5 quizzes per semester. We are going to have lab report. Upon the completion of the lab, you are expected to submit a lab report that's going to represent 20%. So make sure that you are going to submit each and every lab report. After you finish the experiment in the field, you are going to have like 1 week in order to submit your lab report. Okay, and here we have a big weight for that 20%. It's going to be weekly. You are going to deliver this on weekly basis. Also, we are going to have midterm, which is going to take place in the 8th week. This one represents 20%. And at the end of the term, we're going to have the final exam, which represent 40%. So make sure that you understand the assessment and the grading and understand what it's expected from you. Here we have the academic integrity policy. This is going to be repeated for all the courses. So make sure that you read all of this. Please go through all of this. Okay, you are familiar with the first warning, second warning, and DN. If you missed more than 10%, you are going to receive first warning. If you missed more than 15%, you will receive second warning. If you missed more than 25%, you are going to get DN. Make sure that you don't miss any classes. And here we have 15 lectures. So make sure that you are not going to miss any one of them. Here I have one point that I want to emphasize. A student who do not submit his or her formal excuse documents within 24 hours of his return to study, his excuse will not be considered. So if you, let's say that we have a quiz or we have a midterm, so you miss the quiz and you haven't sent any excuse within the 8 hours, then you are not going to allow to get the makeup quiz or the makeup exam. Okay, so I want to just emphasize on this point because some students miss the exam and the quizzes and they are not going to send any excuses. And after I upload the grade on the system, he said that I was sick or I was something. So it's important to submit your excuse within 48 hours. Okay, otherwise you are not going to allow to get a makeup exam or makeup quiz. Okay, also here we have the online class rules. Most of you are familiar with this. Please go through all of this to know your rights. Okay, of course, regarding the homework assignment and the quizzes, the due date and the time for the submission of each and every assignment, task, quiz is going to specify in the teams. Okay, so all the assignment, you should upload the assignment through the teams. Also, I'm going to send the assignment itself through the team, and also I'm going to specify the due date in the team. So make sure that you understand this. So here we are going to go through the course outline. In the first week, we're going to have introduction. I'm going to show you the course syllabus, and also we're going to have just introduction about the surveying. In the second week, we're going to have fundamental concept about surveying. In the third week, we're going to learn about the distance measurement and the different type of tools and devices we use in surveying in order to measure the distance measurement. In the fourth and the fifth and the sixth, we are going to discuss the leveling. The leveling process is very important. Through the leveling process, we'll be able to know the difference in height and elevations. Okay, then after that, we in the seventh and the eighth week, we are going to learn about the angles and directions. Of course, it's very important to measure the angles in surveying, whether it's vertical or horizontal angles. Then we are going to understand how the traverse calculation is going to work. You can consider this as the application for the angles and directions. Also, we are going to have application on the theodolite. Theodolite is a surveying device through which we are going to measure the vertical and the horizontal angles. In the 12th week, we are going to learn about the area and the volume. In the 13th week, we are going to continue studying the area and the volume. Then in the 14th week, we are going to learn about the topographic map, how to read the topographic maps. Topographic maps is important because we'll be able to know the elevation of a certain area or a certain site. And finally, in the last week, we are going to have introduction to the GIS and the GPS, through which you are going to know the precisely the position of a point. After that, we are going to have the final exam. You need to know that we are going to have a break in the last days of the Ramadan. Then we are going to continue after the Eid al-Fitr, inshallah. So is the course syllabus. If you have any question about the course syllabus, please ask me.